donde defiendo todo el ser es de presión. I'm a dreamer's taco truck, best in the land. No permits, no papers, but folks line the street for that ground beef and 5% meat. Oh, we get a smile as she flips that pan. Every taco she serves has a loyal fan. But there's one lady lying is banned from the line. Mama Dreamer says not this time. Cause Mama Dreamer's tacos got that flavor you crave. Hot and greasy, with secrets she'll take to her grave. Funded by the cartel, but she don't care. I'm not new to this, I was born to dare. Her son Gerardo pleads with tears in his eyes. Mama, please quit this life, no more cartel ties. But she just laughs like a queen on her throne. This business is mine, I'm in a league of my own. People come running from miles away for those dripping tacos at the end of the day. And when Lioness calls them authentic with pride, Mama just shrugs, keeps the door closed tight. Cause Mama Dreamer's tacos got that flavor you crave. Hot and greasy, with secrets she'll take to her grave. Funded by the cartel, but she don't care. I'm not new to this, I was born to dare. From Sinaloa's back streets to this little truck, Mama made her way with grit and luck. She's got deals and dreams in every bite, but if you cross her line, you're out of sight. So every day Mama's there, making her dough in that old truck where the red lights glow. With the ground beef blend more fat than meat, she's feeding the city, no taste so sweet. And when you're out outside, she just waves him away. Can either I'll stop, but not today. This isn't a game, this is my life. Mama Dreamer, taco queen, proud in life. Cause Mama Dreamer's tacos got that flavor you crave. Hot and greasy, with secrets she'll take to her grave. Funded by the cartel, but she don't care. I'm not new to this, I was born to dare. So if you're hungry, roll up to her side. Mama Dreamer's taco truck, your late night ride. But don't call it authentic if you want to eat. Cause Mama Dreamer's tacos are the heart of the street.
Now out in Vegas where the nights are bright, Dmitri and Dorene light up the site. He's the real estate poppy, closing deals all day. She's everybody's favorite, spreading love in every way. But come Tuesday night, it's a whole new scene. They link up live with Gender Houston Queen. She's the vice queen of H-Town, proud as can be. And behind the scenes, Tia keeps it running smoothly. Free the Hardway on a Tuesday night. Tia's in the booth making sure it's tight. Two cities apart, but they feel so near. When they go live, it's the show of the year.
Howdy. Welcome to Three the Hardway. I am one of your hosts, Real Estate Poppy. As I continue to turn these cameras on, there's my other beautiful host and my other beautiful host, my lovely wife, Dorene, and my best friend, Jen Glenn. How are you guys doing today?
I'm good. Welcome to Third or Three the Hardway.
Yeah, so we have a really packed show today. Let's see who's here, though. Close this stuff out. We will go to the chat and acknowledge people who are already saying stuff like Uncle Dandy is here.
Dandy.
Uncle Dandy
is here. The Kendall B Show is here.
Kendall B.
The king, Kendall B.
The king.
Yeah, y'all don't get nervous. We had a come to Jesus Ike Turner Joe Jackson meeting over the weekend because with Erica and Marissa, the way they came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Yeah,
that's how we always do it.
Yeah, no improvements made. We did have a meeting.
I got lip gloss on tonight, okay? Lip gloss. I would say that's an improvement.
But I want to say hi to everybody and hi to you guys. What's been going on since we saw y'all last week?
You know, I think Dorene should go first.
Okay, Dorene, what's been going on?
Well, I'm happy to announce that at the swap meet, nobody got bitch slapped.
Nice.
However, there was a wizard's jacket that got stolen from a vendor 2 booths down. So, and she went running and chasing him around the swap meet. So,
Wizards.
I did talk to security, and I actually have the phone number now for security in case something goes down. Because I'm guessing my booth is, it just goes around my aisle. I don't know. So
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know it was that exciting at the swap meet.
I didn't realize this either, especially, at my location in ILG, but ILG must be the hot spot. But I was like, it was a girl, and she grabbed the wizard's jacket from off of the model that, or the mannequin or whatever you want to call it, and she just ran off. And so the vendor went down chasing her, but the vendor never caught up with her. I was like,
So
who
she's
wants
at
a
home right now,
wizard's
warm in
jacket?
a wizard's jacket.
Yeah, I'm like, well, who wants a wizard? Are the wizards that great? I don't know.
No.
I'm not a bit.
I was about to say she was just looking. She was like, they
I
want me.
think she just wanted to steal something.
I mean, hey, it's that time of the year.
Right? I guess. I don't know. How about you, Michi?
So I'm thinking, and I'm replying to Kendall right now, telling him that he said I was Bill Belichick. And I was like, I don't want to have to money mic y'all, but if I have to. Yeah, so
Thank you, Chappie. Thank you.
So I'm going to start taking Tuesday as a day off because it seems like no matter what I try to do, anything on Tuesday is always crazy. Like I had this errand I was running right before the show. Not right before. It should have taken an hour there and back.
Mhm.
It took like almost 4 hours.
That's how it is.
They closed down the highway. Apparently there was a fatality due to a wreck.
It was like, you said it was a box truck and a semi truck or something, right?
I did not. I didn't get to see anything because they had the highway shut down.
Oh, well, that's what the news article said. I thought you had told me that. But anyway, that's what the news article said.
I didn't read the article. I was driving.
Since when don't you look at your phone and drive at the same time?
I'm not reading articles. You gotta have.
He's like, I'm scrolling.
Yeah, I know.
Oh God.
Why is Dorene like this?
So yeah, that's what happened to me today. But I'm glad that I'm here with you guys because my mood is already getting better.
Oh, good. Okay. Do you want to hear some good news on my end? And sorry about the accident. So I think they caught the guy who broke into my son-in-law's truck and possibly stole my Lexus symbol.
Oh,
Got him. We fucking got him.
Exactly. So somebody caught him on their Ring camera, like the way somebody caught his driver's license, not driver's license, I'm sorry, his license plate. And they actually saw him like stealing my neighbor's, I don't know, handyman, yard guy, like stealing like $2,000 worth of equipment.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
you might be getting your Lexus symbol back.
I was about to say, so if I see somebody walking around, I hope they find my son-in-law's wallet and my Lexus symbol in their car. And I'm like, that's that's him, officer. That's him.
So, do you glue it back onto your car if you get it back?
It's
you need like super glue?
It looks like there are parts where you can screw it in, but when I bought another one, it had glue on the back. And so all I had to do was glue it, like just press it back in place.
So you have a 2024 Lexus emblem.
I was like, you can buy those now? I didn't know you could buy car emblem ornaments.
Yeah, because I bought it off Amazon. So who knows if it's the official. Who knows if it's the official Lexus symbol? But hey, it's an L. And I was telling my daughters, I was like, I need to buy 2. So in case it comes off again, like I'll have a backup. But my son-in-law went and zip tied it.
Jesus Christ.
Get zip
So
tied.
yeah, so not losing that again.
You
Oh
should
my
have.
goodness.
If you still have the packaging, look at it. I bet it's spelled Lexis. I just looked at some of y'all.
And then I'm going around arguing with people talking about no, Lexus is spelled with an I.
With an eye.
Wearing your house coat, having the sense like this.
Yes.
Oh God.
You know Lexus is spelled with an I.
Oh God.
All
Well,
right.
we have
So
a lot of stuff to talk about.
we do. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. We have a jam-packed show. But first I want to know, what day is it?
And I have a funny story about this, y'all. But
Oh.
today is National Lager Day, y'all.
Woo! All right.
Dorene, why do these ladies have to look like that?
I don't know.
We all know ladies who drink
we
like
all
that
know.
don't look like that.
I know. But it's Michi, so he got to put those boobies in there.
Exactly. Okay, so December 10th is National Lager Day and Dewey Decimal System Day. National Lager Day on December 10th raises a glass to the third most popular beverage. And I want y'all to guess, what is the first and the second most popular beverage?
Well, I'm going to say tea. And I'm also going to say water.
I'm going to say wine.
Okay, so wine. And what's another one? Give me two. That's before beer.
Oh,
Here's
wine
the third most popular beverage.
and I would say either Coke or Pepsi.
Okay, so in the world, Dmitri is right. In the world, the most popular beverage is water. Next is tea, and third is lager or
Michi,
beer.
did you look that up?
No.
Did you look that up?
Not today.
Not today. Yesterday.
I deserve. So I have a story for y'all, and this is our Colorado Rapids glasses that we got from the season ticket holder party.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You have one too, Dorene?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I drink mine out of an old McDonald's cup. I drink mine out of an old McDonald's cup because my lager is Diet Coke.
So y'all, guess what? When I did this picture, I showed it to Gentry, and she was like, "Yeah, that's nice." I was like, "Yeah, it's for the National Lager Day, or it's for our guess what day?" And she was like, "It's National Lager Day." So I was quiet. We were texting, and then I was like, "Bless her heart, Gentry doesn't know that lager is a type of beer." Because she went silent. She didn't write me back until like almost 5:30.
Oh no.
Didn't.
That wasn't because of that. You know that we are having to get ready to go out of town this weekend. So
again,
same place you're going, Michi.
Yeah, we have to get ready to go out of town this weekend.
That's right.
So I had to do things. I had to do things to get ready. Like these eyelashes don't just put themselves on. You know what I mean?
Did you get your
Those are important. Those are important.
So that's exactly. So that's why it was like hours after that. Did you? And plus, Michi, did you think I was sitting there Googling lager and couldn't spell it correctly or something?
What is lager? What is lager?
Yeah, and then I was spelling it Logger.
I drove my Lexus down to the liquor store
and got some lager. I'm telling the cashier, no, I need some lager. Logger. My friend said it was lager day.
I need the lager.
I need the lager.
We should get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Sorry, DCS. I know.
Dorene will not be able to join us.
But because I'm not going to be able to join you guys, I am going to our company Christmas party on Saturday for the real estate company. So I am going to represent, and I'm going to try and find me some pantyhose and a skirt.
Oh, nice. And then, Michi, I want you to ask people, is there a tall guy with like stuff in his pockets? Because as we learned from last week, Dorene had a visitor at the swap meet. Yeah, so I want to know if he's going to be at the company Christmas party. So we'll see.
He may well be. He may well be.
Eyes. Yeah, you need to have eyes on that.
I'm
all right,
keep
y'all.
my eyes open.
Let's get into it. So, y'all know about what's happening with Jay-Z. So, Jay-Z is alleging that Tony Busby, a Houston lawyer, and the complainant is trying to shake him down for money. So, several weeks before Jay-Z was accused in a lawsuit of raping a minor with Sean Combs, he received a letter from the plaintiff's lawyer threatening to immediately file a public lawsuit against him unless he agreed to resolve the matter through mediation for money. So, lawyers for Jay-Z who have Vietnamese
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese.
vehemently denied the allegations, took a different track. They sued the attorney who sent the demand letter. And I love that. And let me
That's a
tell you
great
something. Tony
idea.
Busby is famous down here in Houston. So he's known for being like a really tough lawyer. But y'all all seen the what Jay-Z reply was.
Mhm.
And you know what? It is right here.
I love the part where he said he really don't know who he's messing with. Like the lawyer doesn't know who he's messing with.
Right. Because
He's
if
not that kind of guy who's just gonna roll over and just be like, he's gonna do something about it. I was like,
Dave
you
said
go, boy,
Jen's,
you go.
Dave said Jen's on the logger.
Jen's on that logger.
because I can say vehemently.
Vehemently.
Jay-Z Vietnamese denied.
Okay, but I'm gonna just shorten this. Jay-Z said, "My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at a young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand." Oh my God, I cannot read today. And execrable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. So that's really sad. I feel like I don't know, where do y'all sit on this, because I feel like Jay-Z has been, I think they were trying to do a shakedown.
Yeah, because if not, why would they not go ahead and charge him when they charge Puffy with it?
Exactly. But well, I guess they can't prove it now.
Right?
Of course they
But
can't. I think you're just making it up just to try and get another famous name in there.
right.
Well,
And somebody came forward and then they jumped on it. Tony Busby jumped on it. But I'm like, if I were Jay-Z, I'm the same way. If I had sex with a 13-year-old and you're trying to get money, send me to jail. Like, I need to be prosecuted. So I don't know. Most of the time, I kind of look sideways when I see this, because I'm like, where there's smoke, there's fire. But for some reason, I believe him. But here's the thing. I believe that when they were young and coming up, being famous, I believe there's a lot of stuff they probably got into that they
Oh,
probably
I'm sure.
regret now as
I'm sure.
adults. But for some reason, I don't know.
I don't know why he'd want to be in the same room with Diddy having sex with the same person.
Thanks, Kendall.
Ew.
Oh, well, that goes on all the time. Hey, Kaleo. But what do you think about this, Michi? What do you?
Well, first of all, I'm never going to stop listening to Jay-Z. So no matter how this turns out, yeah, I'm not going to stop. And I'm going to start listening to R. Kelly again, because whenever our people, significant people, get caught up in something crazy,
Yeah.
justice is swift. Puffy's in jail right now. I'm proud of the way Jay-Z came back with this letter. I even told Dorene, it was like the last line. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. That sounds like something I would write. Like when I told the Small Business Administration to GFY. So I just can't, and I would never victim blame. First, not that, because there's a person that I care about that went through some stuff and reported it immediately, and nothing was done about it. So we don't know what this lady's situation was then. I mean, there's some holes in the story for me just from reading the article, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not even looking at that part of it.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to turn my back on stuff I enjoy because of the actions
Mhm.
of other people.
Mhm.
So it's
Mhm.
I mean, our people do stuff, they end up in prison.
Mhm.
Other people do stuff and they end up the 47th president. So
Yeah, not saying something didn't happen to her. I just don't think it happened exactly the way that is
He
being
said
told.
it. Yeah,
Mhm.
because I'm thinking, if this happened to my 13-year-old daughter, and now she is probably this woman probably has to be in her late 30s.
Probably, yeah, probably 30s,
if
yeah.
it's 24 years ago and she was 13.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm thinking, and your parents are up there backing you and y'all don't want to
Mhm.
do anything about it. You just would rather do the money grab. That's what makes me suspicious.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right. So, guys, let's talk about what does Roscoe's McDonald's, what do they have in common?
Oh my god. Michi, where do you find these, Michi?
You make them up.
I didn't make that one.
I know Nintendo didn't approve that.
Well, I figured we needed something. I mean, we went from that serious topic with Jay-Z.
To Luigi with a pistol with a silencer.
Yeah, we need something lighter, like the CEO being murdered. You don't need
Well,
to hear about Jay-Z doing something wrong.
did you load up the TikTok about Roscoe's? Because if not, I'll go ahead and I'll just say it.
I didn't get Roscoe's.
Okay, so basically, Roscoe's, y'all, they are MAGA. So Roscoe's has donated a bunch of money to the 2025. Oh, I cannot think tonight. I don't know what's wrong with me. To that Project 2025 campaign. And so the woman who owns it, like basically there's been a backlash online saying that we don't want to support Roscoe's anymore. And they were like, you could say all you want about giving a Project 2025 and supporting Donald Trump, but if you lose your black base, like your restaurants are going to close down. So there's kind of like this boycott going on to leave Roscoe's. So one person said when they were asked about the story, Roscoe's has been synonymous with Black LA. I grew up poor and my mom would scrimp and save any time to take us to a restaurant that was the pillar of the Black community. For them to side with the man who supported the death penalty for the Central Park Five and turn their backs on us is really painful. So, yeah, I had no idea. I had no idea what was going on with Roscoe's.
Me neither.
And
And she said something about her profits being up 40% or something, or sales being up 40%.
Being up, not down, being up.
she said that they were being up because I think once people heard about the backlash, people who did support Donald Trump went to her restaurants. But that's not going to keep up. And because the majority of her clientele are African American, like if they stop coming, if they decide to stop coming, yeah, it's going to be some closures.
Yeah.
All right. And also,
I was thinking the people that came to support her to drive her sales up. And like you said, they're not coming back. But I bet when they got home that night, they were like,
mofo, butter lamb into the bone.
They love them some Roscoe's chicken.
all that seasoning, and they're not used to it.
yeah, and I used all that seasoning. You know, they had to stop to get some Tums and some Pepto. All right, but in sad news, y'all know Brian Thompson, 50 years old, he was gunned down in New York last week in an apparent targeted attack by Luigi Magoni. I'm not sure if I'm saying his last name right, but that is the most Italian name.
Luigi.
I shot him.
Magoni. That is the most Italian name I have ever.
Right. Luigi.
Oh, Dave J says, why do good places have to be evil? Why isn't Long John Silver's taking a crappy political stance? Exactly. Long John Silver's could have done this.
Because they do not want to get involved.
Yes. Arby's. Tia likes Arby's. But
I love Arby's. I love Arby's.
I don't know what. Like,
I love me some Arby's.
Because they're all open. You never see a closed Arby's. like one that shut down.
You
But
never
you
see
also
those
never
Arby's,
see
but
people
yet
in.
there's never a line. I don't understand how they stay open. It makes me wonder: is somebody like laundering money through Arby's? If I go to Arby's, I'm always the only one there.
Oh my
Didn't
god.
the Church of Latter-day Saints just buy them or something?
I don't know, but I rarely ever go to Arby's. I'm like, who else is going? I
Dorene.
thought maybe it was just
Me?
my area. You go to Arby's, okay? Because I was thinking maybe it's just my area.
But
Like I
that
have
cheese,
never been with like my family, and they were like, "Oh man, let's go to Arby's."
that cheese sauce, though, that nasty.
Yeah. Okay. So
That's nasty on that cheese sauce. Don't get
yeah,
the
'cause
roast
it's
beef with
not real
cheese.
cheese; it's sauce.
Right, exactly.
Well,
Don't get the roast beef with cheese.
y'all, the guy was caught at McDonald's.
That is awesome.
And there's like online cry for him to like be free.
Right?
Like they wanted him to stay on the run. They didn't want him to get caught. They didn't want him to get caught this soon.
Mhm.
So I feel
Yeah.
sorry for whoever that. I hope that McDonald's worker doesn't get doxxed because
I'm just wondering why. Like, mind your business. That's something. That's you know what? That was bad for me to say. You
mind
should
your
be
business.
minding business when someone has murdered someone.
I know.
That's not snitching. If that worker would have been with the guy when he shot him and he got caught and then told, that's snitching. He did what he was supposed to do. But sometimes you got to just
let stuff be. I was talking to my kids about it last night, and I think we were saying, I feel so sorry for that man's family.
Right.
I feel sorry for his children. I feel sorry for his
Right.
wife. But I think what people are cheering is why he died. Like people are cheering. His murder was almost a murder against the healthcare industry.
Right.
Because if you're poor, it's kind of hard.
I'm not laughing at you talking about murder. I'm laughing at Dave.
Oh, yeah.
Piss him up.
Okay, so here's the thing about the reward. I was just about to get into that, Dave. So the New York State Police offered $10,000 reward.
Mm-hmm.
So that McDonald's worker would be able to get the $10,000 reward. But also, I believe it was the FBI or the State Department, they had a $50,000 reward on top of that if they actually caught him.
Heck, I'd turn him in for $60,000.
But
50
now,
and another 10.
What we didn't know when these things come up is that the McDonald's worker will possibly get the $10,000, but the $50,000 you have to wait to have that approved. So I guess they do an investigation to make sure nothing was set up and everything was on the up and up.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, they get hundreds of thousands of tips, but the $50,000 is basically going to have to be approved by either the Department of the Treasury or the FBI department. I can't remember. It was one of them. So
I would call both of them every day. Hey, just call
every day.
Yeah, but I'm like, I'm glad he was apprehended because God forbid he wanted to start killing station head radio hosts or real estate agents or Tumblr makers. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be funny then. But on the other hand, it's almost like mind your business.
Right.
Mind your business.
I keep that thing on me. I wouldn't kill him though. If he pulled a gun on me and I can get the upper hand on him.
I don't know how to hog tie people. What would I hog tie?
I'm gonna learn how to hog tie though.
Yeah,
when I tie him up and do like Method Man and get the coat hanger and heat it on the stove. It's
my God.
I'm gonna be.
Well, most people are gonna try to assault you like with a gun. That's why I have a gun, so I can hurt you from a distance.
He's probably gonna have people putting all kinds of money on his books now. People are just gonna like try and put money on his books. He can be fine.
That was so funny because Erica V and I were sending his picture back and forth talking about cutie pie, and we were like, he won't just have to eat ramen in jail.
No,
he won't just have to eat cafeteria food.
Nope. The ladies are gonna be putting some money on it.
Yeah. You'll be sending a letter and then put a couple of dollars in there. Baby, put this on your
books. You'll be fine.
Yeah, put this on your books. I'll be the best for my man.
He's going to be making that cake.
Yes.
With the honey buns. See, we're doing well. So
all
I'm
right.
over Joe Jackson and looking at the clock and everything, y'all. So
all right. So this next one, watch where you buy your crack. So for 3 years, the Broward County Sheriff's Office produced its own crack cocaine so he could sell it to people
No, we
that
did not.
deputies would then arrest for buying crack cocaine. So it was like they would do these sting operations where they would sell crack cocaine and arrest
Right.
anybody who bought it. And like the Supreme Court said, you can't do that.
So he
So
was
now-
making the cocaine to use in these investigations, or was he selling it too?
I'm sure they weren't producing the cocaine, but whatever, they were buying it, and then they were trying to arrest people that were buying cocaine.
I think they were producing it. They had a chemist or somebody who would, because they were running out of crack to use.
They were running out, so they made their own.
Well, to do stings or whatever, and be like, hey, yeah.
They actually had somebody making it instead of just going down and getting it like everybody else, getting it from India or Mexico.
They didn't have enough, so they made them. And you know how to make it. All you need is the Pyrex. Never mind. That's on ministers.
I'm like, whoa,
well, the Supreme Court said you can't set people up and then arrest them. So, well, at least not like how they were doing. So, everybody, and this was like back in 1993 that the Supreme Court said that. So, there are still some people in jail that were in jail over the Broward County Sheriff's Department, like doing these stings. So now they're looking over and overturning those convictions. So I can't believe people are still in jail for crack since 1993.
Right?
I did something because this story kind of grabbed me a little bit. And crack was a huge thing in the 80s, and supposedly there were agencies that were pumping the narcotics into our neighborhoods. So I took a little look at Broward County and the Sheriff's Department, starting back in 1978. Here are these guys.
Oh, look at those guys.
Now, apparently the one in the bottom right corner, the youngest looking one, apparently he was a good guy, and he ended up getting fired, and he went to another place and they fired him because he was like, if any of my deputies shoot an unarmed person, then you have to answer to me. So, and he's Jewish, so maybe that has something to do with it too. Yeah. A Jewish sheriff talking back to people. Anyway, you see the track record, and a couple of these guys got fired or for like tax stuff. Everybody wasn't good, but with crack going from the 80s until, like Gentry said, 93, and they were making it. When I was reading the article, they never said which sheriff was in charge or at the helm.
Oh, at the time.
Yeah, at the time. So when this new guy came in, when was it, Gentry? Like 2 years ago? 2019?
Yeah, I don't remember.
There was a new sheriff in town. Okay. And he's the one who approved this article that Gentry just read, saying that it should have happened a long time ago. But once these people are out, I support what you're doing. Okay. You can guess that the new sheriff is
all right.
Oh, that's the wrong button. My bad.
I mean, it was really the wrong sheriff, but yes.
Oh, okay. All right, there we got
because the simple fact that people were still in jail from that time. No, let these people come home and be with their families, even though we know that there's a whole bunch you can't do now just because you got arrested. But hey.
Leo says, so wait, that cop that offered me meow couldn't arrest me for solicitation?
Yep, they can.
Let's go for that shot. But Sheriff Tony right here, he's also a doctor. Not like medical doctor, but like the other doctor.
Okay.
So, of course, he's talking back. They've accused him of a whole bunch of stuff, trying to get him fired, essentially.
Oh.
Also, they looked up, he's from Philadelphia originally. So apparently he killed somebody when he was 14. He shot him.
What?
And he said it was in self-defense.
He's from Philly, right? So yeah.
Yeah, everybody from Philadelphia shoots somebody. That's like
for self-defense, exactly.
But they're just pulling up everything. They're throwing everything at him. He got into a fight with some union people and fired one of them, and they're just coming after him. So maybe that picture that I messed up on, maybe it's closer to the truth than you think it is. Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid for him.
Michi, do you think he talks to them like this? He's from Philly, and they're like in Florida. They're like, put your hands down.
Oh my god.
No, they're getting all nervous. They're pulling guns out. And, come on, Sheriff Tony, you can't be moving around like that.
I know, Sheriff Tony, calm down. Calm
Making
down.
fast moves.
Yeah, you already killed somebody.
That's what happened. That's why they almost shot him. All right, guess what time it is?
Time to get a drink.
Uh-oh, he's getting a drink. He's preparing himself.
It's white girl news time.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Michi, Christmas, there it is.
Welcome to White Girl News.
You know it's serious when I take the glasses off, right? So, in White Girl News, Harry Potter is going to be turned into a TV series. And so they're currently in the casting. I think they said the series, and it's going to be on like HBO, like they said there. But I think the series is supposed to come out in 2026. But they're starting the casting and everything now. And one of the interesting casting calls, or whatever you would want to call it, was for Snape. And for any of you who have seen Harry Potter, Professor Snape has long black, white guy, long black straight hair, right?
Okay.
They are casting a black gentleman to play Professor Snape.
Well, we know where that's going to end up.
I'm going to be interested into seeing if they indeed, do cast this gentleman as Professor Snape. Here, I was going to get his name here for you guys. But then Professor Dumbledore is actually one of my favorite characters from what's the I'll think of it.
You leave that lager alone.
Stop it.
Get some of my
No, it's on the Kingsmans. He's on the Kingsman movies. Mark Strong. That's it. Mark Strong.
I have no idea who that is.
Me either.
You still can't.
I gotta be honest with y'all. I never read any of the
guy.
Harry Potter books. I've never seen any of the movies.
That guy.
Oh, okay. That looks like a good for that.
And here's the black guy.
Okay.
To play Snape.
So,
but they had like 30-some thousand kids have actually even come to the casting calls who want to play all of the Harry Potter kids. So
Dorene,
the 2026 is coming.
Did you look into it? Like, are they teachers now at the school?
You mean so like Snipes is like one of the professor teachers, and Dumbledore, he's like one of the head guys.
No, I mean the original cast, like the 3 kids that were in the movies back in the day. Oh, they're in the new series.
Oh, I see. I didn't hear that they were in the new series.
Oh, it's on this.
I don't think so. I think they're doing like a whole brand new, from my understanding, they're doing a whole brand new casting of all the characters. They're not using any of the older ones, as far as I know, as far as what they've been saying anyway. So we'll see. 2026, we still got 2 more years. Well, it's almost 2025, so I guess maybe another year and a half to wait. But
I've never seen Harry Potter. I've never read a book, and I don't plan on it. They should have made Harry Potter Vietnamese.
I've seen some of the movies, but I've not read all of the books.
I guess I don't like when you take a great idea and you act like it's a sponge and you try to squeeze it for every single thing that it's worth. I mean, honestly, need that many Fast and Furious movies?
I think they were saying that they know it's going to come out like really popular, and people will probably really be watching it at the beginning, especially the Harry Potter fans. But they're saying that doesn't necessarily mean everybody's going to want to keep watching it. It might go whoop, and then zoop,
Yeah,
like
just
that.
drop off. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
That's how
we'll
they all
see.
start.
We'll
Hey,
see.
Jen B.
But if you're a Harry Potter fan, and a lot of us white girls are,
Yeah. All right. So, have
it's
you guys?
coming. It's coming.
Have you ever lied about reading a book or the Harry Potter books?
I've been lying about books since like 3rd grade. Remember that Pizza Hut program, where you would read a book and your parents would sign off on it, and
Yes.
you would get, what was it? Book it.
Book it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
We
we
did that
get
at my
those
school
Pizza
too.
Hut badges with the stickers, the star stickers.
Yeah. And I would just tell my dad, I would
Mhm.
like read the middle and just know something. So he was like, all right, tell me about the book. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And then in these pages, 33 through whatever, and he was okay. And he was signing, and I would get my pizza.
It's so funny because I loved reading when I was younger, but y'all, I was reading like Cosmo and Essence magazines. Like it wasn't.
I was actually a Nancy Drew girl. Loved me some Nancy Drew.
I love the choose your own adventure stories. But I said all that to say because BuzzFeed has a list of books that people lie about reading to seem smart. And I wanted to know if y'all ever lied about reading books, like were any of them on this list? I'll just go through a few of them to see like what BuzzFeed said that most people would say that they read. And most of these things just because you can get away with it because they're popular books in American culture.
Right.
So you've probably seen so many iterations of the movie that you can get away with it. So
Sure.
like The Great Gatsby, Harry
not
Potter books, Pride and Prejudice, Romeo and Juliet, The Catcher in the Rye, Hunger Games, Frankenstein, Moby Dick, Little Women, The Outsiders, The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, Animal Farm. I read Animal Farm.
I didn't read that.
The Scarlet Letter. Y'all tell me if y'all recognize any of these. The Handmaid's Tale, To Kill a Mockingbird. I read To Kill a
I
Mockingbird.
read that one. I have read that one.
The Tolkien books, like the Hobbit series.
Oh yeah, like the Hobbits.
Jane Eyre by Emily Bronte. Nope. Homer, The Odyssey of Mice and Men. I read this book.
I've read that one.
The Flies. I read that one. Twilight. Nope.
I read those.
Game of Thrones. Ernest Hemingway. Michi, you really were lying. You didn't say yes to any of these books. You really were lying on Book It, weren't you?
Well, I wouldn't be reading A Tale of Two Cities in 3rd grade.
Well, didn't they tell you had to read some of these for like? This is where I read some of them was for school.
Yeah, for
like
school.
English
1984, I read for school. The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I tell you, like some of these books, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, we all had to read that in school,
Yeah,
right?
for like school.
I didn't read it. I've written book reports on some of these, but I didn't read any of them.
Oh my goodness. So I probably read like 4 or 5 books on the list.
I probably read, I would say probably 4 or 5. I mean, I read the Twilight series. I read some of the Hunger Games. Of Mice and Men. So there was some. Some of them were school. Some of them were just for fun.
Okay. So Tia says she hasn't read any of those books.
You haven't
And
read any
Khalil
of
talking about
those?
all the Black people confused. Because I think if you went to a predominantly Black schools, they would choose different books that had.
Mama, I want to sing.
But I don't care what school you went to. For some reason, everybody read Tom Sawyer. So then if you went to a mixed school, who was going to say? Who was going to say the N-word in the middle of class like that?
They're reading loud. You're like, nigger Jim.
Oh my God.
And then the uncomfortable white kids looking at the Black kids in the class like, should I say that?
Oh my God.
Yeah. James from Pedro called you Cliff Note Poppy.
Yeah,
that's not about right.
So, like, Michi, where'd you learn about Romeo and Juliet? Did you watch the movie?
I bet we read it in class or something. So I would just listen to the other people.
You didn't actually read the book. You would just show up.
I've probably seen the movie with somebody or.
Yeah, I think some of those books, like The Great Gatsby.
Some of them, yeah.
And then, like, I think those old school books from when we were, like, the movies that they made back in the 70s, I feel like some of them, or maybe not, some of them stay true to the book.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you got most of it correct, your teacher will go ahead and just give it to you.
Well, my favorite books, and this is when I was really little, it was like the kids who lived in a boxcar.
Oh yeah, boxcar kids. I remember those.
Yeah, because their parents died and they
Yep,
thought
I
their
remember
grandfather was
those.
mean. It was
Was it
I
like
mean,
boxcar? No, that was I think it was called the
Boxcar
Boxcar
Children.
Kids or Boxcar Children. There you go. Yeah.
That's so funny because Dorene, I was gonna say the same thing, and I was like, "Am I just calling it that because he said the kids who live in the
Because he
boxcar?"
said
Like
that.
maybe I'm getting the name confused.
I was gonna say Boxcar Willie, but that's the singer.
Dr. Casilla said, I didn't read any of these books or any of these, but my mom did and also did my book reports.
Oh, your mom did your book
You
reports.
were one of those kids.
And that's
No.
why she's the leader of the Dirty Girls.
Yeah, her mom did her book reports. That's cool. I wish. I don't think my mom knew I had book reports. Okay, so
Kaleo, really quick. I wasn't a strong reader. And I told my dad, man, this book wasn't about two titties at all.
he said
that
said cities.
You didn't need to be sucked on.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think the school would have mandated that reading selection, the one you wanted it to be.
Encyclopedia of Brown Kids.
All right, well, guys, let's go into the story that's sad that happened in the classroom. Talking about reading is fundamental. Ooh, the way we treat these children.
Oh.
That's from the Fresh Prince, baby. That's not. You know what?
Oh, I was like, what is that?
You know what? Let's play this. I'm going to share the screen because it's easier to, and we will be giving whoever it is credit. It's not that one. It is not that one. That's the crack one. Here it is. Bam. I'm going to have to start it over. Because I didn't get to do the edit.
He had, made some remarks.
You know what? I'm going to stop it for a second because y'all got to hear it from the beginning. It's, what did we say, Gentry? Well, if we say what we said, it'll probably ruin everything. So, okay, y'all can catch up.
Stop talking about my mom, and also wanted to, call someone to call my mom. From that point, he was then grabbed and thrown to the floor.
The comments, according to this student, were sexual in nature. Russell says she's never met this teacher before and is appalled a teacher would say anything like this to her son.
I just feel like they failed me. They let me down. It is heartbreaking. It causes a lack of trust in the school system.
As that video continues, that teacher can be seen standing over and straddling the student after throwing him down.
He then grabbed Travius and shoved him out of the classroom. It was witnessed by the assistant principal that he was thrown out of the classroom. Yes. Aggressively, again.
They went to the ER that night. TJ now has a concussion and multiple bruises. He's frightened to go back to school. The school told Russell that the teacher has been, quote, removed and placed elsewhere until the investigation is complete.
I really feel like he don't need to be placed anywhere else. He needs to be placed in jail. He hurt my boy. I wouldn't do that to my child. His father wouldn't do that to him. So for him to take initiative to do that, it's sickening. What are you going through at home? Are you beating on your children? Are you beating on your wife?
Russell says she doesn't want this to change the way her son thinks of teachers or school as a whole, but is worried about the emotional toll this will have long term. She says the school district needs to have more thorough training and a better vetting process.
I hate that he had to be made an example out of.
Okay.
I didn't catch what got the teacher going.
See, that we don't have that part of the video, but
Okay,
I'm going to say this. How many times have you gotten in trouble at school and you went home and told your mom your version of the story? So I'm thinking that that's quite possibly what will be happening. We'll find out. If I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. We'll find out. But I'm saying like this, that video showed that teacher in that boy's face and not the other way around.
You know exactly what happened.
Tell us.
The little kid, and his name is TJ, and you know how we feel about TJ.
No, what did he say to
to anger the teacher. That's what I would
his
be doing.
name, to Darius,
To
to
Jarius, or
Yeah,
yeah, that
something, it was
happens
probably a
to
junior.
that happens to apostrophe names. Okay, go ahead.
So he was probably talking or acting up in class. And
Mhm.
I don't think this was the regular teacher. This was the football coach.
Right. He steps
So
in for the class.
yeah. So he's probably cutting up, and the coach is like, be quiet, sit down, blah, blah, blah. And he probably said something smart to the coach. So the coach is like, I think I left my shoes at your mama's house. So there was some
Right.
back and forth before that.
Right.
I'm just thinking, I've been 6'2" since I was 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to run up on a football coach. Even less than that, I wouldn't be that disrespectful to a teacher to run up on them and do all this stuff these punk ass kids do these days.
Mm-hmm.
So you gonna run up on a grown man and then cry when you get yeeted, and then
That's what it's called, yeeted.
yeah, I mean that's ridiculous. You're 11 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and you gonna run up on a football coach?
Right.
James from Pedro said that screenshot looks like Trump's deportation plan. Oh my goodness, James, he gets it every time. Okay, so yes, I agree with you, Tia. The miles on these little middle schoolers right now, and I'm like, you start feeling yourself, and you want to show off in front of the class.
Oh, sure.
You caught the wrong one. You caught the wrong one. And the simple fact that they didn't go ahead and fire him immediately means that these children, I could not find what other children were saying about the story. Like, I couldn't find anything on the internet that other witnesses said happened in that classroom. But I'm like, y'all, the fact that he wasn't fired immediately and sent home means that, it was something else. So I think he was saying things to the teacher, and the teacher was retaliating, saying something about his mama. Because that's what we like to do, talk about you and talk about your mama.
That's a cultural thing.
Right. So the little boy, I guess, decided to get up just because, even though I don't know this for a fact, just seeing the video, the student was in the teacher's face.
Right.
The teacher wasn't over there by that student's desk.
No, the student had gotten up.
He got what was coming to him. Sometimes you play with fire, you get thrown into desk.
Did you see how his feet were dangling when you
right. That's what I'm talking about. This little he's 11, and it's like you want to say, oh, you don't do students like that, but I'm like, okay, you big enough to talk to me like you a man,
right?
And you want to show off in front of your friends, why don't you go back and be with him, pop? And talking about now he's scared to go back to school, and
right, come on now.
I just feel like the parents who don't allow that at home, at all, don't go to school acting that way. So we'll see.
Yeah.
This is like that episode on the Boondocks when when the teacher called Riley the N-word. And Riley said it first. He says it all the time. He was like, can a nigga borrow a pencil? Can a nigga borrow a french fry?
Oh, yeah, when they showed all the time he said it. Oh, yeah.
How is a nigga gonna borrow a french fry? So that's what this is to me. And it's
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with these children right now. Like, I'm just glad I'm almost done. All
it's
right.
like COVID babies that eat Jolly Ranchers and just chew them. They don't like suck on them or anything. They just
these COVID babies is something else. And these middle schoolers, our generation's kids in school, these children are something else. All right. Do we have anything about Jaleel White?
Yeah, you want to wrap it up with that one?
Yeah, let's wrap it up with that one.
This month.
Oh, look at there. It's Urkel.
Now, I just want y'all to see. Do you have the video? Because I want y'all to see what he was saying.
That's IG. We're going to see starts and blah, blah, blah. Here we go.
Okay.
Bam.
There's ever a poll and they say, oh, what are your favorite black shows? And, Martin is in there or Living Single or any of those guys. I already know we coming in last. But if there's ever a poll and it's just like your favorite family shows and suddenly Martin's not in there or whatever, all of a sudden we rank really high. And so it's kind of interesting in how we look at ourselves, to be quite honest, even as black folks. And somehow I became a symbol for black male nerd culture to be quite honest. I mean, I know this for a fact. Any brother that grew up in the 80s and 90s, well, 90s and 2000s, wearing glasses, he was told at school he looked like me. He was called Urkel. And he didn't look anything like me, guaranteed. But still, his peers would find a way to call him Urkel, and even girls to that extent. So it's really humbling to see how far nerd culture has come. And really, it's not nerd culture; it's smart culture. It's hobbyist culture. It's skateboarders. And I could never have known in a million years that I would be the face of that. I never could have known that. Being a part of the TGIF brand sometimes makes you feel like you don't completely belong in the pantheon of blackness. You know, blackness has been treated as a very monolithic experience in entertainment. You know, if it's not a hood story, it's not a black.
Okay.
Oh.
That's why we need to catch her that first part, because he I'll let you hold on. I had a new drop for Dmitri when she was like hitting us with these stories.
She keeps her ear to the streets. Go ahead, Jen Glenn, and tell us about this story.
I don't know why my drop have to be African. Okay, so Michi, what do you think about that? Because I completely disagree with him, but what do you think?
Yeah, for him to call Martin and Living Single hood shows. Like,
how were those hood shows?
Yeah, I know. A group of female professionals living together. And then Martin, he was a DJ.
Right.
Maybe, Kendall's hood. So maybe
But I'm like, The Wire was a hood show. I mean, I guess it was a cops and robbers show, but Jaleel White is very narcissistic, and I've seen him in a lot of interviews, and he is the same way in everyone. And how much do you want to bet all of that man said was, "Hey, Jaleel, how are you doing today?" When they started the interview, and he went on that whole long tirade. I just think that just because other people are saying that shows were more popular than yours or resonate higher in Black culture does not mean that your show somehow, like, Black people put hood culture first.
Just because they killed that little girl. She went upstairs and never came down.
Went upstairs and never came down. And he said Black nerd culture. Everybody knows it's called blurred culture.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh. Learned something new today.
Yeah, Black nerds are called blurreds.
Andy said he's Stefan in real life. Has he been in anything significant since?
No, because I'm telling you, he's a problematic person. Like, if you read his book, it was all like me. What didn't happen to me? What happened to me? And then people that went to college with him was saying that he's kind of like a pompous individual, like knowing that most people were struggling on campus, and he would ride around in his Rolls Royce and like have the kids who worked in the bookstore like price $500 dolls for him, or the plushies that represented the school. I was like, I don't have time for Jaleel White, and he's going on this book tour because he just came out with a new book.
Well, to be fair though, I mean, if you're not walking across campus and you have a car, why wouldn't you drive your car? Not his fault he has a Rolls Royce.
No, but I think it's the way you all know the people who are humble and just like, I have this, I'm not going to apologize for it. But you know the ones who have it and kind of throw it in your face that they have it.
Like Dave.
Because they know you don't.
There was were we wrapping this story up? Because I'm gonna hit all the sponsors at once.
Go ahead. Yeah, let's do the sponsors.
I'm looking at the news, and your boyfriend Luigi, apparently he had another statement.
Oh man, y'all trying to kill me for that shit? Man, I ain't even like that no more, man. This ain't even right.
Oh wow!
Okay, that's Luigi.
Straight from Luigi's mouth.
Let's go. Who should? I'm gonna do a roulette and see who the first sponsor is gonna be today. And there we go. It is my lovely wife.
Yay!
D Cup Customs.
Yeah, so it's the holidays, y'all. You can't get anything really custom right now and have it by Christmas because it takes 2 weeks, babe?
Yeah.
Yep. So if you need a custom tumbler like that, you can order it now. You'll get it when you get it.
You get it when you get it.
You're getting it shortly after Christmas.
I do want to say something really briefly. So these last 2 weeks when I have had to give away the cups to the owners, I've had 2 people actually cry when they get my cups.
Oh, that's
I
please.
was
They're crying from happiness, right?
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
yes. One was like a memorial cup that I did. And the girl just like started crying. And the other one was a family member cup. And she just started crying. I was like, all right, I must be doing something right.
Shit.
So I thought that was a
Right.
really neat
Then
experience.
she's like, what, they crying because they messed up?
No, I
Spelled
just
her
wanted
name wrong.
Dorene to say like why they were crying. They weren't crying because they didn't like them. They're crying because they love them.
Yeah,
All
they
right,
were crying
that's-
because they loved them.
She was
So
like raggedy ass cups. Like if you want some real craft work, this is where you have to
oh
go.
my God.
Tia's Trinkets, damn it.
Tia, go to Tia's. She don't make people cry.
Not in a bad way.
Not in a bad way, right?
Yeah.
Oh
She is
God.
so,
Yeah, I
so
can't wait to see
pretty
Tia at
and
the party.
yeah,
Tia's
so
Trinkets on IG.
yeah, that link is way too long. Y'all go and search it. And yeah, you'll
Is
find Tia.
DJ Miles coming to the party?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
And last but certainly not least, why didn't I do it? There it is.
The
If y'all didn't
pod.
notice, in the background, that's a strip club.
I see. Yes, I've noticed that. Yeah.
The
Mostly
WRSC
for the
podcast,
ratings.
y'all.
The WRC podcast, they will be on every Thursday at 9:30 Eastern and 8:30 Central.
Yeah, and they are not sponsors. They are partners. So please support WRSE and try to enroll in the KKK School of Performing Arts. Because I heard they're taking applications now.
Long story. But also, before the WRC podcast, there is I Hate It Here. They have a new podcast out on Thursdays, and their show starts, I believe, at 7.
And it's awesome. So check it out.
7 Central, 8 p.m. Central. 8 p.m. Eastern.
7 Central and 8 Central. That's y'all are on the ball with.
Oh, wait. Did I say it wrong? Say it again. You know me. You know me.
Just say Central and we'll go off of
Oh, God.
times.
Oh, my God.
I was going to say something.
Y'all know
yeah. So I can't remember if it's K-Rep or K-Rep Radio, but I know we have a lot of friends on here that we want to support and shout you out. But I can't remember all the time, like all of the times and days. So what I'm going to do is create a page on K-Rep. And if you guys want, you can have a tab on it. And we'll shout out a couple of people every week and be like, for everyone else, go check out K-Rep. So,
yeah, I love that idea because we can do like Uncle Dandy, Keep Calm Collie, Dave J. We can shout out all of our station head friends. I love that idea.
Yeah. So that's another thing I have to do now. I have to go work on a website.
Yay!
You guys are worth it. And look at what time it is.
Look at us sitting on the time.
Got him.
Let's go.
We fucking got him.
We did it. We did it.
We did it. Yes, we did it.
We put out about 5 stories, but we don't have to prepare for next week now.
And Dave J said you were all Vietnamese about supporting each other vehemently.
And we almost forgot the head Vietnamese in charge, the Godfather.
Oh yes, the Godfather.
Every weekday morning at 8 a.m. Central.
Oh God.
Yes, so everybody meet us on Station Head for the Kendall B Show. That's where the whole Beehive, we all hang out. You want to make some great friends, listen to some wonderful music, and just start your day off right. It's the Kendall B Show on Station Head.
And I have an announcement.
Yay! I love announcements.
Not for next week. So yeah, y'all show up next week because there's a special announcement about a special party that I'm trying to coordinate. So yeah, be here next week so you can hear about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that we're done.
Yay!
Yes. Otherwise, meet me on the Culture Thursdays. Oh, I forgot I had an amended schedule for this month.
Holidays.
So, but Real Estate Poppy or Dmitri will be my guest on this week's episode of the Culture.
I forgot.
Did you hear him say I am?
I'll be.
I heard him.
Yes. So
long day. I saw a murder, not a murder, a death. I ain't seen it. Apparently, I barely missed it.
Barely.
But thankfully, I missed it.
all right. So Thursdays, 2 p.m. Central on Station Head. And if you go there and I'm not there, I'll let you know where I am or what time I'm coming on. How about that? But thank you guys for being here.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Maybe next week we'll take calls like somebody else and put the link in the chat for people to punk ass Erica and punk ass Marissa.
I'm calling in next week. I don't know what the time.